Really? You gonna just sit there and study?
Yep, I gotta know how to survive in the beach.
I mean, we are only here for a short vacay before resuming all those tedious paperwork.
Tedious? I kinda don't feel like that towards work. That's because I'm used to it since learning new stuff gives me the morale.
You buy the book. You bookmark the course. You even save the YouTube tutorial, just in case. And 3 months later, it's all still sitting there, collecting digital dust like your New Year's resolutions. We live in a time where you can literally learn anything. Quantum physics, guitar, origami, all from your couch. And yet, somehow you feel like you're learning less than ever. How did we end up in an age where the world's knowledge is one click away and we still scroll past it like, yeah, maybe later? Let's be honest, you don't have a learning problem, you have a system problem. And by the end of this video, you'll see how to make learning not just something you do, but something you live. But before we dive in, the irony in my life is that as I've grown older, I've gotten to a point where I value learning more and more. To the point of making it an actual hobby, which is funny because apparently that's supposed to be a young people thing. My unfair advantage, introversion, and an allergy to the bliss of ignorance. Quenching the thirst of curiosity has become my daily ritual, and honestly, it's the only addiction society applauds. So, let's talk about how to get hooked on purpose. Meanwhile, stay focused as we keep it an open book, chapter and verse, while reading between the lines. You ever start a course on fire for 2 days and then ghost it like a bad Tinder match? Yeah, welcome to modern learning. We are drowning in information but starving for understanding. Every podcast, every thread, every guru whispering, this will change your life, and yet nothing changes. Here's the paradox. The more access we have to information, the less we retain. We binge watch how to be productive videos instead of being, productive. We think we have a motivation problem, but really, we have a design problem. Our brains are built for survival, not self-improvement. They crave novelty, not depth. And every time we try to read a dense paragraph, the dopamine gods whisper, wouldn't you rather check your notifications? But what if I told you the problem isn't you, it's the system you are using? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Textbooks are boring because they don't reward your brain fast enough. Meanwhile, TikTok teaches you 300 random facts in a minute, none of which you'll remember, but it feels amazing. Why? Dopamine. Social media and video games hijack our reward systems, giving us immediate feedback, visible progress, and variable rewards. 3 ingredients that make your brain say, let's do that again. Imagine if learning worked like that. Every page you read earns you XP. Every note you take unlocks a new level of curiosity. Every question you ask lights up that achievement unlocked sound in your head. That's the secret to sustainable learning, the dopamine loop. And here's another one, the compound effect. 20 minutes daily beats a 3-hour binge session every Sunday. Because consistency compounds like interest, while cramming just gives you intellectual hangovers. Ever notice how the more you learn, the easier learning becomes? That's momentum. Learning is like going to the gym. Your mind gets stronger if you show up regularly. And the final piece? Identity-based learning. It's not, I want to learn Spanish.
Oh, you're learning Spanish!
It's, I'm becoming a Spanish speaker. The first version sounds like homework. The second sounds like transformation. When you change the story from what you do to who you are, learning stops being a task and becomes part of your identity. Okay, so if learning is so rewarding, why do we still struggle? Let's pull apart the usual suspects. Barrier number 1, the perfection trap. You tell yourself, I'll start when I have time. I'll start when I find the perfect course. I'll start when Mercury isn't in retrograde. Spoiler, you won't. Perfectionism is procrastination wearing a suit. Start messy, refine later. Barrier number 2, the motivation myth. If you are waiting to feel like learning, good luck. Motivation doesn't come first. Action does. You move, then you feel motivated. Ever heard of the 2-minute rule? Just start something for 2 minutes, because once you start, you will probably keep going. Barrier number 3, lack of direction. You are curious about everything. Neuroscience, philosophy, banana farming, and as a result, you learn nothing deeply. Learning random things without a theme is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with someone else's instructions. What you need is a learning thesis, a central idea connecting your curiosities. That's what turns scattered information into actual wisdom. Barrier number 4, no accountability. When nobody's watching, your brain defaults to comfort, but when someone is watching, even virtually, you suddenly perform better. It's called the Hawthorne effect. So learn in public, tweet your progress, post your takeaways. Even if nobody cares, you will care more because you said it out loud. So, if motivation isn't the answer, what is? It's about building a system that works even when you don't. All right, let's get tactical. Here's how to make learning as automatic as checking your phone. Pillar 1, design your environment, make learning frictionless. Keep books visible, apps accessible, workspace ready, use queue stacking, link learning to habits you already have. For example, every time I make coffee, I read 2 pages. Boom. Coffee equals knowledge. And maybe separate your learning space from your doom scrolling space. Because yes, your brain knows the difference between a desk and a bed. Pillar 2, minimum viable learning session. Set a non-negotiable minimum, 10 or 15 minutes. Short sessions build consistency. Consistency builds mastery. And showing up on bad days matters more than killing it on good ones. Pillar 3, build your learning ecosystem. Think in systems. Input, what you consume, books, podcasts, and mentors. Processing, how you engage, notes, and reflection. Output, how you share projects, writing, teaching, because knowledge hoarded is useless. Knowledge expressed is transformation. Pillar 4, accountability plus gamification. Track your progress. Create streaks. Show your proof of work. Turn learning into a game, because your brain loves games. Even if the prize is just bragging rights.
I'm finished, guys. I'm finished.
Pillar 5, the review rhythm. Do micro-reviews daily. Reflect weekly. Audit monthly. Ask yourself, what did I learn, and how did it change me? Because reflection turns experience into insight, otherwise, you are just collecting trivia. Let's build the habit. Week 1, foundation. Pick one learning focus. Set up your environment. Commit to your minimum daily session. Week 2, momentum. Add a note-taking system. Introduce accountability. Start tracking your streak. Week 3, expansion. Add an output. Share what you learn. Experiment with formats. Try spaced repetition. Week 4, lifestyle integration. Attach learning to routines. Reflect and adjust. Celebrate wins. Then set your next 30-day goal. And remember, on your worst days, do the never zero rule. Read 1 page. Watch 5 minutes. Because momentum equals motivation. Once the streak lives, the habit survives. Where will you be in 6 months if you start this today? Still stuck in I'll start someday? Or actually becoming someone new, one small session at a time? The identity shift happens quietly. You go from trying to learn to being a learner. That's when learning stops being discipline and becomes default. So start your 30-day challenge today. Pick one thing, 15 minutes, every day. Comment your day 1 below. I'll be there, probably learning something else I didn't plan to. And if you are in need of helpful resources, the links in the description are patiently waiting for you, because you don't need to transform overnight. You just need to show up tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. That's how you become someone who learns, not occasionally, but as a way of life.